Hi everyone, my name is Fortunate Mudiba and I'm a zookeeper here at Johannesburg Zoo. We celebrate International Zebra Day every year on the 31st of January. And the reason why we celebrate this day is because we want to raise awareness in ways we could protect the zebra species, as well as just educating people about the different zebras that we have. We have 6 zebras in the zoo. There are 2 different species, but one of them is a subspecies. So the other one is a Hartmann zebra, and the subspecies that I'm talking about is the Buchal zebra. So what we're trying to do as Johannesburg Zoo is to keep the area as natural as possible. So we have trees around, and if you could see the other enclosure where the Hartmann zebras are, there is a bit of grass on the ground. So yeah, we're also trying to make sure that they have enough space to move around, since their natural behavior is flight. Even now you can see that they're far away from us. So we make sure that also we have water in the enclosures because they're water dependent. So that is what we do to make it suitable for the living arrangements for them. What they eat, of course, here in captivity is kind of different because we give them pellets in the form of concentrates. They are full of nutrition and supplements, and we give them what they would normally eat in the wild, which is dry grass, and it is made of Eragrostis. It's a type of a grass that is very palatable, and sometimes Thymera trienda. So I'm giving you scientific names because that's what I'm used to. But yeah, these grasses are very palatable, and the animals, they do enjoy them. Okay, we have a checklist in the form of monitoring sheets. So every day on a daily basis, we come here, we monitor the enclosure, is it safe? We monitor their health, and if there are any abnormalities or changes in their behavior, or we could see it limping, or walking in a funny way, that's when now we get to report it to the in-house vets, then they come and treat it. But we're able to pick it up immediately when we come in because that is our daily routine. We make sure that we monitor these animals. We have a thing that we do that we call enrichment, and that is to stimulate their natural behavior since they are in captivity. So they're sort of used to the same environment. So now we need to come up with ways that we could make sure that they're coping, make sure that they're less stressed and they exercise. But it could depend on whatever component we are actually trying to enrich. It could be foraging behavior, it could be the physical part, or just the social part. So what we do for the zebras, which is kind of a bit challenging because it's not like dealing with horses where it's easy to handle and train and do this. We're dealing with zebras and they're pretty much wild. And so we make sure that we are incognizant of their natural behavior, which is to run away from us. So the one that we could enrich in their lives is the foraging behavior. So we'd use hexagon balls, which has a hole in it, and we put the pellets in it. So while they're still moving it around the enclosure, they're both exercising their bodies and they're able to feed as well. Safety one, I guess, is just them being safe. More like unlike us being safe, but them being safe, because like I think you've seen with just coming in the enclosure, they just make sure that they run away and they're sort of away from us. So the safety part is just giving them space. Do not be all up in their face now. You want to see, just make sure you keep a safe distance and you just come in, you do your duties, then you feed them, then you leave. With the Hartmann that are this side, they are vulnerable, close to being extinct. So that is pretty much of a concern. So we as the zoo and in a captive environment, we do breed them. And with the Buchal, there are least concern. Maybe that's where you get your point of going to a game reserve, you see more of the zebras. So it depends with the different species as to their IUCN status, about them being endangered or not. So with caring for the zebras, we do what we could do in terms of taking care of their health, making sure, like I mentioned, that we come in and if there's any abnormalities, we're able to pick it up and we make sure that the treatment is done. And also with the hoof trimming, because they might have overgrown hoofs. So what we do is we cut the hooves, we make sure that it's aligned properly so that they could walk. And then with breeding them, we are breeding them, and we sort of suspect that one of the females here is kind of pregnant, but time will tell. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've learned quite a few about the zebras. And whenever you come to the zoo, we'll be waiting for you to tell us if the zebras are white with black stripes or black with white stripes. Thank you.